Thank you so much for inviting me to join you this morning. It's a massive privilege actually to spend a bit of time with all three of you.
I'm really excited for this call and to talk with you about community cancer care, the support that the NHS provides to cancer patients and survivors, and the lived experience of young people with cancer too, and raise awareness of rarer cancers, which I know Jay and Reielle, both of you, have experienced. And I think this call is, and something that I personally wanted to say, and then for the rest of the call, I'll be quiet and let Jay and Riel share their lived experiences. But this call, I think, is such a testament in itself to the wonder that is the NHS. Three of us here on this call, I mean, possibly would not be here if it wasn't for NHS care. I relapsed. Yeah, I had faced cancer twice. Jay, I know you have. Riel, I know you've experienced. You're still on active treatment. It's such a testament to how wonderful the NHS is that we can be here, and that's why we're so passionate about it. So, linking to that, we're chatting about the NHS and community as well. And I keep using that word, and I know I keep using community. It's a very powerful word to me, something that really resonates with me. We have the alike community, the cancer community, and we have the NHS community.
Community and keeping the conversation alive is so important. But working on both sides, I feel like I know it's not always help yourself. That's a help yourself type thing, but I feel like if you are supported from the hospital as well as egging them on a bit, like, you know, mentioning that you would like to be a part of certain things or would like to experience something, that is what does help.
I do think the community within the NHS is really something that you tend to hold on to. I think when you go through this experience,
The NHS, the doctors, the nurses, everybody's been amazing. But I would like to say one of my heroes is Professor William Drake, who is my endocrinologist at St. Bart's. The treatment that I've had since I've been at St. Bart's has obviously been life-saving, but has just it's given me so much more to so much more time. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to keep it as blunt as that. He's given me so much time and I'm so grateful. He works so hard and he's an incredible, incredible professor.
My CNS, Hannah Simpson, who honestly was just absolutely hilarious from the minute that I met her. And it was something that I really found refreshing. I think as soon as you're diagnosed, you go through such a whirlwind of emotions, and it can be carnage at the best of times. But what I really appreciated from Hannah was, again, how she would make light of situations when I needed that, but also kept it quite real. And if I would come into the Christie for chemo, she would take me to the side, perhaps if she had time, and just be like, but how are you actually doing? And, you know, I might say, actually, I'm hating it. And she would be like, that is absolutely fine. Let's hate it together, you know? And things like that just were really validating and really helped me kind of bring a human element to my experience. So, yeah.
For me, of introducing myself as a Black woman it's very important because in being in the hospital and having chemotherapy and going through many treatments, for example, and many treatments, not just chemotherapy, there's many changes that our body does go through. And you can refer to your consultant or your oncologist and you can get the black and white version of what's going to happen. You can get the written out version of what's going to happen. But what was so important to me was having nurses beside me that look like me, Black nurses or nurses of other races, but in particular Black nurses, because when my skin started to change and the pigmentation started to change, I started to lose my hair. It was so important to have Black nurses around me that could guide me, that could provide me with, tell me the right oils to use, the right things to use on my skin. It was perfect. It just fell into the right place.
I think for survivorship, community plays a big part in helping you build after cancer, helping you find your new normal. That when you diagnose a cancer at a young age, sometimes cancer can become a lot of your identity. And I know, knowing both of you, I know how you've both started to express yourself so beautifully after cancer, that cancer isn't everything you are. And that's where community, I think, really plays a part. It definitely did for me.
You all speak so passionately about the experiences that you've had and the importance of those both NHS people and that community. But you all introduced yourself at the beginning by saying something about you personally as well. So Jay, you introduced yourself as non-binary. Reielle, you introduced yourself as a black woman. Brad, you mentioned, you know, as a gay man coming to London. I'm just interested, if I may, and we talk a lot about the importance of diversity within the NHS, of diverse workforce, of people providing better care if they are, you know, bringing a multiplicity of different perspectives and life experiences to the roles that they do in the NHS. And I really believe that. But I just wondered if that had been, you know, relevant or resonated with your experiences.
It comes back to community, really, of acceptance and how people would encourage it. When my hair started to fall out, for example, it wasn't necessarily the biggest issue for me, and I'd kind of accepted it at the time that it was something that was going to happen. But my CNS, Hannah, did mention that if I wanted to, I could get access to a wig, for example. And instead of going for just a wig that would help me with my appearance in everyday life, as part of my extension of coping and expressing myself, I opted to have this huge synthetic black wig with inches for days. And the reason I did this was because I wanted to be able to express myself in a way with drag, and this was something that the NHS and the community around me really helped sort of make possible.
My nurse, she definitely does, I want to say, her research. So she will go around and see what is available for me that would work for me. For example, I was struggling to make my way to the hospital for a simple blood test, and her initial thought was, we're going to get someone to come to your house and do it instead. And I thought, I don't deserve this, you know what I mean? But as strange, I just got a message from the lady that does my bloods, and she's coming tomorrow. But it's so beneficial because I guarantee you, tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up and feel very tired, like I don't leave my bed. But these are the things that happen so often, and it's great to have a safe place for us, like a middleman, where you can actually be like, it's okay for me to be tired, or have a mind blank, or just a moment where you can just sit back. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, finding that balance and meeting everybody in the middle is definitely important.
One of our life's mantras is because we've been created by people with lived experience for people with lived experience, for cancer, by cancer, or by cancer, for cancer. Our mantra is powered by friendship, hashtag powered by friendship, because we've been powered by friendship to get to where we are. And I like to believe that, and I know the hashtag our NHS people, the NHS is powered by people. It's powered by real people, and it's so hard to put it into words of how powerful that is. And hearing from Jay and Reielle of how special those NHS people are to you, and mine are to me, and other people out there, that when you think of who is really special to you, you think about your loved ones, your family and your friends. But I think for people who have gone through something like cancer, the NHS people are your people and your loved ones.
The NHS is full of remarkable people who do remarkable things. And that is the thing that I am proudest of, is to say that I am part of that.